Hey, my name's Jason Creel. Today I want to talk to you about your lawn business and talk to you specifically about how many services should your lawn care business be offering to your clients. Now, I've seen different strategies on this, and like many things in life, there are more than one way to be successful in the lawn care business. What you'll find is there'll be some businesses and they say, we're gonna cut grass, okay? We're gonna mow lawns, and that's all we're gonna do, and we're gonna be great at that, okay? But then you'll see others and they have a division that mows lawns, they have a weed control and fertilization division, they have a landscaping division, maybe a division that's doing hardscapes, they might have irrigation repair, and they're just the one-stop shop for all your lawn care needs. Now, which is better and which should you do? Well, I have some thoughts about this, and I have some thoughts about this, and I've kind of experienced both sides of the equation. And my advice is, one, you got to know yourself as a person. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you can say, well, I want to do everything, but obviously as one person, it's hard to do everything. But I don't care, I'm gonna hire out the landscaping, I'm gonna hire out the mowing, and I'm gonna focus on this other aspect of the business. And that's fine. But I do think, as a general rule, I personally find it to be good if you're able to have some sense of knowledge over all the aspects of your business. So let's just say, for instance, you want to have irrigation, because you say, oh, people keep asking me about irrigation, I need to quit subbing that out and I need to start my own irrigation branch of my company. Well, if I didn't know anything about irrigation and I said, well, I'm just going to hire somebody to do it. Well, you can do that, but I would personally want to know at least something about irrigation and how to do it, to where I could be able to give some guidance to that employee. Now, maybe the employee knows more about it than I do, but let's just say the employee quits and I've got to train somebody new or something. I feel like I want to have some grasp over all the areas that my business ventures in. So for me, if I'm not gifted in all these different areas, then I'm probably not going to look to expand in them. And it doesn't have to be something that you're a master at the moment, but it's something that you can learn and are willing to learn. Now, when you're starting out, to me, it makes sense to focus on one thing and to get that established. Now, that doesn't have to be your long-term goal. And if you've got plenty of money to invest in your company, maybe you could have more goals than that. But initially, most people don't have that much money to invest in their business. And so to me, it's important to get one aspect of your business up and running and profitable to make sure your business survives that first year or two. So let's say, for instance, you're going to start cutting grass. Okay, well, I think it's important to go get you one lawnmower, one truck, trailer, whatever, to maneuver your lawnmower around, and to establish that aspect of business to where I would describe that your business has survived. You know, it's past that initial survivor point. Is it going to make it or not make it? At that point, if you say, okay, I'm making a profit with my lawn mowing, and I can hire somebody to run that portion of the crew, or maybe I want to run that portion of the crew, but I want to expand into another aspect, maybe weed control and fertilization. So I think at that point, then you're able to expand over into that if that's something you want to do, because there's definitely opportunities, and you can definitely have divisions that handle each. I've seen it very difficult, and I've tried this, to have a one-person operation that's trying to do multiple things. To me, you'd be better just focusing all your attention on one aspect. But if you can grow the company and you have enough business coming in that you can hire people and keep these divisions separate. For instance, if I had a mowing operation and weed control and fertilization operation, then I'm wanting to keep those separate. Okay, I've got a crew that handles the mowing, and I've got a technician that does the weed control, or maybe I'm the technician that does it, you know. But I don't want the mowing crew stopping mowing on Tuesday to go do weed control on Wednesday, to go back to mowing on Thursday, because what happens is you get phone calls and there's things that need attention in that day, and if your attention is divided, it just makes it difficult. So let me just tell you what I've done, okay? I personally just focus on one aspect of the business, and it doesn't mean I couldn't expand into other aspects, but I've found that for me, and just the way my mind works, it's simpler if I can be focused on just one aspect, and I build relationships with other people who offer other services in the community, and they begin to send customers to me for the one area that I specialize in, and I can in turn send them customers for the areas that they specialize in. That allows me to be 100% focused on one aspect of the lawn care business all the time, as opposed to being divided. Could I get business doing other things? Well, of course I can. People call me regularly for other services, but that requires more overhead, more people to be brought in, and at the moment that's just not something I'm looking into. I want to be the best I can be and continue to grow the aspect of lawn business that I'm working in without dividing my attention and resources. If you want to divide it, I think that's I think it's perfectly fine to work in different aspects of lawn care business. I just recommend that you keep them separate, and your business have separate employees that work on different parts of your lawn care business, and to try to manage them separately, so that maybe at the end of the year you can look and say, okay, well, our mowing division was quite profitable for this year, but our landscape division was not as profitable. And then you can look and say, you know what, we're gonna have to do something different about the landscaping division because it's not being profitable, or you're gonna have to drop that division and focus more on the mowing, which is profitable, okay? So I'm just using those as examples. I'm not saying that mowing's profitable and landscaping isn't. I'm just saying you gotta look at your business when you got it divided up into multiple branches and figure out what's actually bringing me the most money, and is from a business standpoint, should I be focusing all my attention on that, or is there a way that I can be profitable in all these different areas? I hope this advice helps you be successful in your lawn care business. Thanks.